Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about the application of analog and digital communication. So we all know what is communication, right? Communication is a transfer of information between a source and destination. And we have studied about analog and what is analog communication and what is digital communication. So if we use analog signals for communication purposes, for exchange of information, then we call it as an analog communication. Whereas digital communication will be using a digital signal for communication purposes. And also we have studied about an important topic is modulation. So what is a modulation? It is a process of combining a message signal and a carrier signal. So what is the need for modulation?
To transfer the information to long distance.
Because message signal is a low frequency signal, so to make it transmit over a long distance, we go for a modulation process. And also we have studied about various modulation techniques. Initially we studied about AM, FM and PM, and also we have in lab classes we have studied about this PAM and PPM. Okay. So in this session we are going to discuss about the applications of analog and digital communication, where analog communication is being used and where digital communication is being used. Okay. So take 5 minutes, discuss among yourself, and we can start the discussion later. Okay, let's start the discussion. Okay.
So, hello everyone. Today we are here to discuss about the applications of analog and digital communications in multiple industries. So, I am going to tell about the application of ADC in the medical industry. So, analog and digital communication have integral to the function of various medical devices. Each communication technique has a specific application based on its characteristics. So, the first example for the analog communication in medical devices is ECG. So ECG is nothing but electrocardiograph. So ECG is used in analog signal to monitor and note the electric signals of the heart rate, and then it amplified and displayed or printed on a paper. So after that, blood pressure monitor. So traditional blood pressure monitor used the analog signal to monitor the blood pressure, and then it displayed on the analog. After that, medical imaging. So in the old traditional X-ray imaging, we are using analog signal to capture the images of bone or other organs. So after that, the example for the analog digital communication in medical devices are patient monitoring systems. So modern patient monitoring systems are using digital signals to monitor and measure the patient vital signs. For example, heart rate and then oxygen saturation, like that. After that, medical imaging. Nowadays we are using the CT scan and MRI scan. So CT scan and MRI scan are using digital communication to capture the images accurately. After, rather than the analog and digital communication, nowadays in this modern technology we are using hybrid technologies. So in this we are using both analog and digital communication. For example, the patient monitoring system, we are using the analog communication to capture the vital signs from the patient, and then we convert the analog signals to digital communication, and then we display it in a digital monitor to monitor the patient vital signs. So over to Harish.
So one thing I have to add here. So when you think of communication, the first important thing comes to mind is a medical communication, right? So each and every stage compared to olden days, now in recent years we have more trend and more advanced communication techniques available, right? Next.
I am going to speak about the applications of ADC in audio and music. In audio and music, we Music the analog communication is used in recording and playing in vinyl players.
Is used in recording part and also is used in user and transmission part and also reception part. We are using this communication.
In digital communication, it is used in playing the audios like in Spotify, like that, and then compressing audio like MP3 and other digital instruments for synthesizing the audios.
So I'm going to tell about the consumer's electronics. Consumer's electronics is a device that we use in a daily life by individuals. So some of the gadgets includes like laptops, smartphones, and other home appliances, etc. So the importance of the consumer's electronics in our daily life is in the work items or we communicate. So all these it includes the consumer's electronics. So some of the new technologies or trends in the consumer electronics are 5G technology or wearable devices or artificial intelligence. So these are the latest trends in the consumer technologies. So the challenges we faced in the consumer electronics is so some of data theft while using the gadgets and smartphones. So there are many thefts happens in nowadays. So that's all about the consumer electronics. In industrial automation and control, both analog and digital communication are vital. Analog communication is primarily used for transmitting signals from sensors and actuators. It enables smooth control for processes like temperature and pressure regulation. On the other hand, digital communication drives modern automation. Digital communication is primarily used for high-speed data transmission. It enables precise control, integration with industrial Internet of Things, enabling for real-time monitoring and enhanced safety. Often, analog and digital communication work together by converting analog signal into digital for ensuring seamless and efficient operation.
Let's see about instrumentation and measurement. In instrumentation, there are two types, an oscilloscope and multimeter. In oscilloscope, analog and digital communication converts voltage or current into a digital waveform to display on the screen. In multimeters, the analog and digital communication converts voltage or measurement and resistance into a digital waveform on the screen. Then coming to key components of measurement. In key components of measurement, there are accuracy, range, calibration. Then coming to types of measurement. In types of measurement, electrical measurement, mechanical measurement, then thermal measurement, flow measurement. In flow measurement, used to calculate the flow rate of the measurement.
So when we delve into the automotive application, in analog communication, we transmit the continuous signal from components like sensors such as pressures and temperature, and to a control unit for a basic function. And in digital communication, some protocols including like Ethernet, CAN bus, and flux race between the ECUs, which is electronic control units, to perform to enable a high speed and reliable data transfer, and
It enhances the transfer communication. Okay. Do you have any more points, ma'am? Okay. So far we have discussed about we have covered the applications of ADC in communication part, and the consumer electronics, automation, and audio part, and instrumentation. Okay. So thank you all for your valuable points. Okay. Thank you.